Dan Kolko back with a familiar face around these parts now. He's a veteran even though he hasn't made it to the big leagues yet. It's Darren Baker. Darren, great to see you, man.
Great. Thanks for having me.
So let's take a little trip. First 90 feet, I gotta ask you about your dad.
Yes.
Everybody loves your dad.
Yeah.
He retired from managing, and you had quite a few years being around when you were really young when he was a manager to when you were in DC. We got to know each other in those days.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite memory from being around your dad in all of his years as a manager?
That's a good question. I haven't really thought about it. I'd say winning the World Series was definitely a special one, just because, especially now that I'm in pro ball, I know how long the year is to really get to that point.
Yeah.
But I think it's really just the little work, like the left-right matchups and the highlighting and the annotating on the papers. I think a lot of people don't get to see that part.
So for you now, you're in big league camp. I mean, this is as close as you can get to the majors without being in the majors. Has that hit you yet, do you think, that this dream that you've had your entire life is this close to becoming a reality?
Maybe not yet. I do feel comfortable kind of in the environment. I spent so many years in the big league clubhouse,
yep.
and with the cages, with the guys, I don't feel new to things. So I have some comfortability, and I think I'm ready.
As you have gotten more time under your belt as a professional ball player, how have you seen your own game progress? Where do you feel like you've made the most strides and you're proud of what you've accomplished?
Yeah, I think, defensively, I started playing some more outfield towards the end of last year, and that was brand new for me, and just being a baseball player, and I feel like controlling the strike zone, I've done a better job since I've got into pro ball compared to college. So just swinging at my pitches and taking my walks.
I was going to ask you about playing outfield.
Yeah.
What's the toughest part of the transition from a guy who's played infield pretty much his entire life, right?
Yeah, my whole life.
Yeah, going to the outfield now a little bit.
Yeah, it's probably just, the ball slices a little different towards the line, and when I'm on the infield, the pop-ups are high, but it's a little different when I'm in the outfield.
Yeah.
So it's just the visual of the game, but I'm a baseball player, so it's not too bad.
When you walk into a clubhouse that doesn't have as many, star players as it did a few years ago, but still has guys that have accomplished a lot in the majors, how are you trying to approach that? What are you trying to glean from these moments around these guys to benefit yourself?
Yeah, just seeing how they work and, really what makes them the pro that they are. I've seen some, other players of my dad's in the past and how they work, but I was maybe a little too young to really comprehend and understand. So I feel like the whole experience has been great for me and helped me a bunch.
Darren Baker, last question in the final 10 feet.
Yeah.
What do you think needs to happen for you to make it up to the big leagues? What's the final step?
I feel like I just need to stay healthy first of all. I got off to a good start last year. But I missed like a month and a half in the middle of the year and kind of threw things off a little bit. But I feel like if I keep doing what I'm doing and show that I can play multiple positions and just help the team win, I think I'll be all right.
Darren Baker, touching them all with us here at MLB Spring Training. Darren, thanks so much.
Sir, thank you.